Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. How's it going? So we have a tournament, which let me put the tournament on the screen. Hold on. This one. Here we go. All right, and then I need to take that text off from last week. Although we are going to be featuring Yugioh round one here. This tournament is going to be Swiss because it's a Tuesday night. I hope everyone's doing good though. I'm excited for some more fucking JANK. I don't know how y'all feel, but I love this shit. I love JANK. I also have banana pudding that one of my best friends, his mom made it for the Super Bowl. And she like sent me home with my own personal pan of banana pudding. So I am just chowing down right now on homemade banana pudding, which is one of my favorite desserts. Might be my favorite dessert. Yeah, so it's crack. And I'm having a good day. I came back from the gym. I'm fresh from the gym. And I showered, and now we are here. So I want to watch some JANK. Oh, already we have D Fisher and Zeta Reticulant. Yes, Zeta Reticulant. What does this do again? Each time a monster your opponent controls is removed from play. How convenient. How convenient is that? 2,000 butt. So he gets 2 tokens? Oh my god. So Yugioh is playing the winning deck list from last week, which he won with last week. Yes. You see the shirt, right, Itachi? But yeah, I'm excited for tonight. So this is the very beginning of the tournament chat. I need to get my bearings. So bear with me as I get them. Let me pop this out. So what are we doing? What are we? My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh account. What's up, Ed Boy? What's up, TJ? What's up, Quest? LK Mazur. The best ever do it. Thank you, King. This is a bad matchup. I think D Fisher Macro Stun is definitely a bad matchup. What's interesting is that you could side deck DD Survivor or Survivors for this deck. I played back in 2004, 2005. I was a kid, but I still played. And I remember one of the strategies to use against these types of decks was to just side this card. It was very effective too, because essentially it puts them at an impasse. Like you guys wall, you wall them. Having 2 of these in the graveyard is crazy. Like I said last week, I think bringing in triple Dust Tornado, basically every deck should be siding like triple Dust Tornado, I feel like. I did not know this had that first effect. Holy shit. Wow, this is actually a much better card than I thought. That first effect is actually like insane. In JANK. Obviously not like, you know. Is my chat perhaps broken? Okay, we're good. We're good. Testing, Nugs. Thank you. Thank you. Testing, Nugs. Shout out to Nugs. Those fucking Nugs. I could use a 10-piece right now. A 10-piece Nugs. You think that Quackimiru deck will be back? Well, maybe if somebody cooks a better build of it. Quackimiru is hard to play because it requires so many things to go exactly right. There could be something there. I don't want to count it out completely, but like that deck is asking for a lot with the Iron Core nonsense. Also, I found out from someone in the comments that Maximus, you have to banish an Iron Core from your hand, not from the graveyard, to summon it. And I think last week on stream, it was being summoned by banishing an Iron Core from the graveyard. So now that we know that, that makes it even worse. I also don't like how Brain Control interacts with the Quackimiru cards. The fact that Brain Control just straight up outs that shit, like any of them, you just choose to kill it on the end phase. That's not great. Kawaki, my favorite deck in hat format. Diamond Core really makes them competitive. Let me read Diamond Core. I'm gonna pull up Diamond Core real quick. Add one Quackimiru card from your deck to your hand except Diamond Core. You can banish this card from your graveyard. For the rest of this turn, Quackimiru monsters you control cannot be destroyed. Wow. So it just searches anything? Wow, this card is insane. It's a Rhoda that also gives them protection. Does it give them protection from their own destruction? Is that right? Wow, that's an insane card, actually. Diamond Core helps a lot. Yeah. Diamond Core is broken. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I want to check something. I want to know if anyone's playing any like crazy spice tonight too. That's what I want to know. Oh, somebody's playing some fucking spice. All right, I'm featuring Zero Cool next round. Zero Cool, you're getting a feature match, my guy. You were playing some fucking spice of life. This is what I'm talking about. Yes. Oh, I see what happened there. Okay, well, the spice of life. I'm gonna say this. Luckily for Yugioh, he got these in the graveyard turn 1. Because, like, these have been carrying the whole game for him. Like, walling off. Because, yeah, this matchup is really bad for him. My guy needs a ladder or something. Rhoda, okay. I don't know what that does besides potentially get another DD Survivor. People should take my advice though next week. Side DD Survivor against this shit. I'm telling you, trust me. Especially if you're already playing Rhoda. If you're playing Rhoda already, you can side DD Survivor against Macro Stun. All right. I finished my banana pudding. Now I can actually, like, talk freely. Where are we? That was delicious. What is happening? Is Fairy Wind legal in Edison? Like, do we have Fairy Wind, chat? Does anyone know if we have Fairy Wind? I'm just curious. Oh, Fairy Wind is from 09? Damn, I didn't... Well, I guess Edison is 2010. It came out in 09. Okay. I'm not, like, too far off. It's not like crazy, you know? This is my reticulant. I'm going to... Let me go on DB. I'm going to log in with my other account. I just want to see... I'm going to peruse the streets real quick. I'm gonna peruse the streets and see what people are. What have people bought today? Oh, that's probably that. That's. I just saw Black Wings versus GBs. That is not my tournament. Okay. All right, I'm gonna be so honest. I'm gonna put on a far more interesting duel. We got GYBU with this, I guess, Chaos deck of sorts versus the Doom Shaman, Silent Doom pile. Oh shit, Vanity's Fiend came down. I mean, yeah, I think that this is like a Chaos deck. It has Lights and Darks, and it has a Chaos Sorcerer in it. Also, Vanity's Fiend Game 1. Vanity's Fiend Game 1. We are pre'd out. Oh, there's a Zeta Reticulant here, too. Grave Scrummer. This card's destroyed by battle since you ever target one card. This actually isn't bad. Somebody mentioned this last week. I think it was Stango. If this card is destroyed by battle since the graveyard, target one card on the field, destroy it. Yeah, it's like Ass Ryko. Wagamuffin on Goblin King Fiend deck and Cole Ayers is on Chaos Fairy Monster Mash. Oh, hold on, let me get in there. Oh, what the hell? What the deuce? While you control the fiend monster, monsters cannot attack this thing, and then this card's attack defense becomes number of fiend monsters on the field times 1,000. Other fiends on the field. My man has Imbecile and Inrise? Holy hell. Never a dull moment? Yeah, that was wild. I gotta see some more of this Imbecile. That's a card you don't see getting played in Edison. Imbecile. Dark Tinker. When this card you control is sent to the graveyard, look at the top card of your deck. And then it basically, so you can choose to put it on the top. You can keep it on the top or the bottom. Okay. So it's like a gay card. Nice. Dark Tinker. What is it? Like, I don't know what I'm looking at. But now the more I look at it, I'm kind of creeped out by it. Imperial Iron Wall. Oh, this card also will probably be really good in this format. No more of this banishing bullshit that's going on. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's the Imperial Iron Wall. This better be Dust Tornado, baby. What it do, baby? Oh. Damn, it's not Dust. Okay, well, I've never seen a Cyber Valley get beat in battle until today. That was a first for me, honestly. I'm gonna be honest. I have not seen a Cyber Valley get its ass beat like that. That Cyber Valley got pounded. If he has the hate, he got the light imprisoning mirrors, the iron walls. He's flooded out. Floodgate me, daddy. Ooh, ooh. Mill 3, okay. Okay, okay. Card Trooper's a menace in every format. A menace. Take me to your doom. Target one normal monster Yugioh, special summon in defense, but it cannot attack. So it can never attack. Okay. Gotcha. Crystal Beasts have entered the fray against Mayberry. Oh man, y'all are telling me about too much spice. The Fool. Okay, hold on. God damn it, I can't keep up, chat. I can't keep up. I want to watch so many games. Ah. Okay. I have to see this. Oh my god, it's Crystal Beasts. I spam 4H. Thank you so much for being a Crystal Beast believer, bro. Yes, yes. Do it. Crystal promise talking about Crystal Beast monster. You spell trapper special summon it. Somebody had to believe. Somebody, and this is game 1, and he has the Iron Wall out. So people are really going in on the Iron Walls today. All right, that game's going to game 3. Now I can focus on what's important. Fucking Crystal Beast chat. We finally did it. We got Crystal Beast on the fucking channel being played in a tournament. I'm so happy. I don't care about anything else. The JANK series is officially a success. The fact that I'm seeing Crystal Beast on my screen right now, I feel so completed in Yu-Gi-Oh! In life. I have some fucked up decks for this. Bring it. Bring the fucked up decks. We love, listen, if you can break the format, that is the point. Okay? If you can break JANK, break that shit. There are no frogs, there's no birds, there's no glad beasts, there's no light swarm, there's no machina, there's no gadgets, there's no X-Sabers, there's no heroes. Like, so many things are not playable because those things that I just named have pretty much won every single tournament ever in this format. If you can build something that is good and it doesn't have to use those things, then honestly you're good. Like, I'm here for it. Show me. What is this? Fuck. Not gonna lie, JANK series turning into my favorite series. It's honestly very, very cool. Like, I am so happy that I'm seeing Crystal Beasts. I don't care if Crystal Beasts are good or not. They're probably not great, but like the fact that somebody was willing to even try it in Edison in this custom environment, I'm happy. Okay, that was literally one of my goals when I made the JANK format. Also, we're not gonna touch anything just yet because I want people to really try to figure things out. I don't want to keep like banning cards or adjusting cards every single time there's a tournament. We have our first big tournament on February 21st, which is next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. That tournament has a over $500 cash prize. After that tournament, I'll be making adjustments based on like certain things. There's a couple ideas I have because right now the only things that we really changed are things that are banned, right? Like there are banned things, but there's nothing that's limited to one. So one of the things I do plan to do is introduce a limited list, a limited and semi-limited list. So that's something I'm working on the side, but that won't go into effect anytime soon. So you don't have to worry about that yet. For now, let's see what people can cook. The time has come for you to teach me how to cook. All right, which duel do I really want to watch? I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of need, this is the Dark Barrier statue. I kind of need to see Crystal Beast. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care. I just need Crystal Beast so bad. I packed a Sapphire Pegasus as a kid, bro. Crystal release. Let me get a fucking release, chat. Release me. The field spell is really good, I thought, in Crystal Beast, right? Like Rainbow Ruins. At some point, you start drawing 2 cards per turn. I feel like that is wild. Yeah, the Sapphire Pegasus has such cool art. I had an ulti copy of this card. Oh, nostalgia. That good old nostalgia. Card has 5 effects. They can't all be bad. This is a deck I owned max rarity for years for no damn reason other than they look nice. Exactly. It's a lifestyle, bro. It's a fucking lifestyle. Rainbow Ruins was like the best part of the deck. Yeah, I remember Rainbow Ruins drawing 2 cards per turn, and that was my win condition as a kid. Like I would get the 4 Crystal Beasts in the back row, and then at that point you can start negating shit. Thunder Kang. Not Thunder King, Thunder Kang. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, Also, even if this card were to get heavy stormed or dust tornado or MST, this still does that. Double Pegasus. Crystal Beast is a deck that can make Starlight Road live really easily. Look at that fucking Amber Mammoth. Emerald Tortoise. I can stare at these cards all day. These are such Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh cards don't even look like this anymore, chat. Look at these cards. They just look so trolly. Oh man, this is like Landoise's cousin. Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings is the coolest Crystal Beast. Yeah, I've heard of this card. Let me look it up though. I want to see what happens this turn first, and then I'm gonna look that up. There's a Dragon Queen. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special by controlling 3 or more face-up continuous spells. When this attacking card inflicts damage to your opponent selects and sends 1 card from their hand to the graveyard, and you draw 1. Oh my god! During your standby phase, this card is in your graveyard and was sent there from the field. You can send 1 face-up continuous. Wow! This is actually pretty good. Like, if you can get that on the field and start attacking, probably easier said than done though, right? I just need to see Abundance resolve once. Yeah, doesn't Abundance like wipe the board? Wipe it down? Wipe it down! Damn, not all of the fucking Sapphire Pegasus getting vanished. Abundance equals board wipe plus soul charge. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. There's a lot of cards he has in his hand. He has 6 cards that we don't know about. Mayberry's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm gonna just keep summoning. Oh, he's playing like full-on anti-meta stun. Like just straight up. I think people are gonna have to pull their Snowman Eaters out of their side decks. This looks like definitely a situation for Snowman Eater. Snowman Eater has to be really good now that I think about it. It's a big butt and it destroys. Who called the Fumbleys? I activate the magic card. Brain control. Let me get that. Damn. Doesn't this card just wall out like everything? And isn't there a card that summons these from the back row? Okay, Smashing Ground kills Dinah. Uh-oh, we're thinking. Does he have Book of Moon? It'll kill the other monster if he Book of Moons. Or does he have Solon? I guess because this is game on board. This is 2800 damage. So like if I spam can't do anything. Okay. Your updated balance just needs to be every monster in play right now. It is Solon. Alright, we still have 4 unknown cards on I Spam side. I spam is winning in cards, but he's losing in life points. Well, it's closer now after that solemn. A torrential will cook. Don't tell me we're dead. Oh man, what did he have? He had so many cards and none of I'm surprised. All right, well, somebody's got to cook another GB. He said, fuck whatever you're trying to do. He did. Listen, I get it. When somebody pulls a crystal beast, you got to put them in the dirt. Unfortunately, I'm a big fan of crystal beasts, so I'm always going to simp. Oh, this is not. That ain't that wasn't it just now. That Mr. Giraffe. Ow, Peter. Ow, Millimeter Peter. Luke Feeney. Shout out to Luke Feeney coming back only for the weirdest of IMNerd tournaments. He only comes back when I do some weird shit. He refuses to play regular Edison, except for when those 2 times he played in Ultimate Time was in RBT. He taught both in like 2 weeks. But outside of that, he likes the weird shit. Oh, Peter. Oh, Flamvel. In. Yugioh means very little to me. You have so many cards, but a lot of them do nothing. Yeah, that is the case with Crystal Beast, unfortunately. Ow, Peter. Look at the fucking snake token. Little cobra jar. Those evil ass eyes in that jar though. I swear, like, Kazuki Takahashi was very big on nightmare fuel, because this is actually creepy. What's the eyes in the jar? Cobra jar, I guess, is some kind of fucking, I don't know. I actually just don't even know. I don't want to know either. I'm scared to put my hand in a jar. Like, if you ever seen a vase or a jar that just looks completely black in the inside, I will not put my hand in that shit. That is nightmare fuel. Was the snake not enough? Right. Like, the snake was enough to make me be like, I'm good, bro. Also, Book of Moon is so fucking good in this format. Because what you gonna do to this colossal fighter? How you gonna act? Book of Moon, how you gonna act? A dark jar is how I lost my hair. I don't think I follow that one. A dark jar. You putting hands and stuff? I'd kick the jar. See, I'm not doing that either. I'm not disturbing the jar. I think if you leave the jar alone, the jar leaves you alone. Isn't the lore that pot of greed explodes when somebody puts their hand in it? Is that how it works? Is pot like, if you're greedy, basically it doesn't let you get anything? Oh, that was a really, really big compulse right there. Ow, Peter. Goraz. Interesting. Why does he want that attacked? Is that another Gemini soldier, perhaps? It is. I live. Not me guessing shit in the JANK series now. Oh, it got in too. Get in there. This might be GG. I'm in. This is 45. Luke would be at a solid 100 if he took this. Why is roller pressure not banned? Because it's not good. See how easy that was? Ashura Priest cooking a little bit. Is it? Ashura Priest honest is wild. Don't be guessing nothing in my matches. Every time you do, I lose. Oh, you can't do that, right? It's damage step. This card will be destroyed by battle. Is not blah, blah. If this card battles after damage calc. Oh, it says after damage calc. Okay, that's actually interesting. It's not, so it's not damage calc. So I would think you can bottomless it then. Okay, yeah, after damage calc. Oh, you can't? Oh, hold on. All right, we need some clarification here, chat. I'm just going to look up some rulings. Unless they figured it out. Okay. Is this card not even... Does it not have rules? Okay, well, I guess it's more so a damage calc thing. I mean, this is awkward. No, there's been no balance adjustments. We're not doing balance adjustments every local. That's not a thing. That's just not fun to play in. That honest is making things very awkward. In the future, I will be introducing a limited list, limited and semi-limited list. JANK Survivor's Ball. What the fuck is this? Oh wow. This card is really good. Once per turn you can banish one monster from your graveyard. To target one face-up monster on the field, destroy that target. Also the art on that card. So Luke is in a situation where he pretty much has to keep drawing light monsters with the honest. I guess rekindling also is kind of wild too. So I'm assuming he plays 3 of. Yeah, Future Samurai looks really awesome. The sword, the gear. Like I like this. Now what will you do? Shining Angel, okay. So we're in the same situation as last time, basically, where it's like oh god. If you have exactly 3 normal monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can select a special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster. Oh god. Normal Vol, kill this. Yeah, that's GG. So this is like a Dark Armed for vanillas. You have to have exactly 3 normal monsters in your graveyard. You can special summon this card from your hand by removing from play 2. And then you can select a special summon 1. That's you have to have. I like how this is written. You have to have 3 to summon it. You banish 2 to special summon 1. That is like I like that. All right. How much time do we have left in this round? 7 minutes. There are 7 minutes left in a round. Round 2 is actually factually up now. Now that match concluded, we are officially in round 2. So what I'm going to do is start my timer back over. All right. So 50 minutes starting now. And I said I wanted to feature Zero Cool. So that's who we're going to go watch. Morph is playing against Zero Cool. Nice. Morph is an Ultimate Time Wizard champion with GBs from last year's YCS Providence. I did not get to go to Providence because I was in Japan last year. But that is the one Ultimate Time Wizard that GBs have won, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see what he's playing, because GBs are banned. I got Zero Cool. Alright, let me just exit out of here for a second. Oh, these two know each other. Did you consider letting the JANK GBs be legal? What's the JANK GBs? The answer to your question is no. What is happening? Is this frozen? Chat, is it good? Oh, there was something wrong. Jesus Christ, that was bad. Okay, yeah, people are getting kicked. Yeah, DB's not doing great. Okay. I was like, there's no way Set Up Monster takes, like, there's no way it takes this long. Alright, I don't know what Morph is playing yet. I do know what Zero Cool is playing. Ooh, Mind Control. Okay, he must have a tuner or something, so he's probably playing something with tuners. Mother Grizzly and Black Salvo. Oh, is that, oh, you can't make X-Saber Arabellum, actually. You can't. The X-Sabers are banned. Yeah, you can't make Herbellum anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to give him a game loss or anything like that because one, it's an extra deck card, so he just can't summon it. But for the future, X-Sabers and Blackwings, you cannot play like Armwing or Armor Master. You can't play Urbellum or Golems. All of them are banned. The whole archetype. Which is made abundantly clear here. What's up, Tim? How's it going? How are you? Tim, did you play last week in the JANK thing? Trap stun. What is he up to? Another Mother Grizzly. He cannot resolve this card for the life of him. Jesus Christ. The beatdown is vicious. The beatdown is vicious. That was quick. That was a fucking swift beatdown. Who else is... Let me see. So Patrick Star, I know, is playing Macro. Edison Club Ty, I think I know what he's playing. Morph is playing some kind of Black Salvo, Mind Control, Pile. I don't even know. I know GYBU is playing Zeta Reticulant. I don't know what Brian is playing. I don't know what Jay's playing. I don't know. I think... Let me check. Let me do my due diligence. Yeah, recruiters? I just think that recruiters are fundamentally flawed. I don't think that there is like a ban list that you can really make that will make them not flawed. Is Dom in? Okay, no, that's loser's bracket, or yeah. What's going on here? Outstanding dog fucking Marin. Thunder Dragon, okay. Magic Planner, Fiendish Chain. What is this? What is this deck? I am so interested in whatever this is. Outstanding Dog Marin with Fiendish Chains and Goyo Guardian Decree with 3 back row? What is going on? Oh, we got Terraforming for a Legendary Ocean. JANK is so fucking fun. Yeah, oh, Corderis. And Aquasphere. Murray agreed. Okay. Okay. I love some of the random shit. Like, we got Corderis on one screen, and we got Outstanding Dog Marin with like Magic Planners and Fiendish Chains. The Koichis with Black Salvo. The Church of Corderis lives. Water Attribute S tier. Water Attribute is very broken. I don't know if it's broken in this environment, but I know this card is. You guys know I think this card sucks. At least there's no Treeborn Frog in this format. Or like Vayu. Because both of those just fuck on Doom Caliber. Abyss Soldier. It's been a long time since I've seen this. You can discard 1 water monster to the graveyard to target 1 card on the field, return it to the hand. Oh, I like that find out. That's some good trivia. Oh, is Morph playing like machines in general? Because he also has Black Salvo, so he probably has the Koichi. My hair is not fully back. It is... If you look at it, it's still... It's not fully... It's mostly back, though. Like, it's presentable now, to the point where I could cut this off in the front, I could cut this off, and then I could just have an even head. Oh shit, I just realized that's actually you, Kenny. What's up? But yeah, my hair is almost back. It is still quite ridiculous looking if you had to ask me though. Also, I didn't know this when I did it, but like I cut off my waves when I went bald. And so now I didn't know I was going to have to get them back. That's kind of annoying. It's like a fucking side effect of going bald for a month, I guess. Like my waves are just not present on the side. I don't know if they're going to come back. It's just going to be really weird because I still have them here, like in this little front area. But, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. No, that's a different Kenny wig splitter. That Kenny is black. Definitely got to edit my list. I just watched your 2-hour video. Which 2-hour video? Which one? I have a lot of 2-hour videos. So when you say I just watched your 2-hour video, that could be so many things on this channel. This channel is actually full of 2-hour videos, in fact. This is the channel of 2-hour videos, if I'm being honest. The Peter Chang one? Okay, yeah. The Peter Chang, yeah, I guess you watched that live stream, because that is 2 hours and 54 minutes. It is really 3 hours, but 2 hours of it is on Peter. 1 hour is like, I think, just tournament and stuff like that. But yeah, a couple people watched that today. That is probably one of the biggest live streams I've ever done because I'm looking at the views on that. Holy shit. Yeah, that is the biggest live stream I've ever done, apparently. Water art. Oh god, water art seeing play in jank with no tree burn? What did your barber say when you asked for that cut? I can only imagine what was running through their head. So I'm my own barber. So there's that. I've been cutting my hair since 2013. I have not been to a barbershop since November 2013. LOL, we got a DQ? What do you mean? Oh no, dark arm. If you use dark arm, you're absolutely out of, you're out of the tournament at that point. I don't know why anyone would think that in the jank series that dark arm dragon would be playable, but like obviously dark arm dragon is not jank. I don't know if I need to like say that, but like dark arm dragon is very obviously not a jank card. There's nothing jank about dark arm dragon, like not even a little bit, like not even remotely. Is actually the dark arm was the first card that I banned for the jank series. It was the first thing I banned, just for like context. Does summoning deck constitute an instance of chazzing it? Chazz it up. That is fair and balanced. Oh yeah, really fair and balanced. It's only the best boss monster in the format. All right, moving right along. We got some Corderis and Legendary Ocean. I hope he didn't use it round one. I hope he didn't use it round one also. That would be really fucked up to his round one opponent. I think people should definitely familiarize themselves with the ban list, as you have to familiarize yourself with, any ban list. I wasn't prepared for the tournament today, so I was going back and forth looking at the list and editing my deck, and bam, 10 secs off of being in this tourney. Till next time. Yeah, you got to be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that. No need to get tilted. I agree. As long as we've identified the issue. I mean, Morph has Gothams in his extra deck right now, which is banned. If you summon actual Armed Dragon level 7, you get 1 Chaz pass to use that. If you summon any monster with any of the level monsters, if you summon anything, Horus, Armed Dragon, Mystic Swordsman, Silent Swordsman, what is happening? Chaz it up. My favorite thing about Justin is that somehow every year I end up running into him on DB Ladder on one of my alt accounts. I don't like, and it's always one of my like newer alt accounts. And then, or somebody will send me a replay and then it'll be them playing against Justin. And I'm like, hey, I know that guy. And it just happened like last week. Like I literally just watched a replay and I was like, oh, I know him. Take my rise. What's up, Rich? Rich, what Yu-Gi-Oh events are you going to? I haven't seen you in like a year, maybe even 2 years. Take my rise. Did I tell you guys that I'm officially going to Vegas? Like I changed my flight from Japan. Instead of coming back home, I'm flying from Japan to Vegas now. Ryza is banned, and yes, that is, Ryza is definitely banned. It was a replay against somebody that I'm currently coaching. I'm like doing paid coaching right now, and he plays on ladder and sends me his replays as part of the coaching process, and one of them was against you, and I thought it was really funny. I'm not going to say like who it was though. Broly went to Indy last year, so I missed you there, but I'm going to the Pittsburgh Retro Reborn, and I'm going to any 20 LDS RC RBT in New Jersey or New York. Okay. All right, so I'll see you in Pittsburgh. I will be at the Retro Reborn tournament in Pittsburgh for sure. And guys, don't forget, there are a bunch of Retro Reborn events coming up. So the first one is popping off February 28th, the end of this month, in Toledo, Ohio. They have a redo tournament, they have a GOAT tournament, and they have an Edison tournament. So there are 3 tournaments happening for 3 different formats. And on day 1, I think it's just redo. But then day 2 is either your choice between GOAT or Edison. The prizes are really fucking good. They're giving away a Minerva prize card for the redo one. They're giving away a TP Morphing Jar, which we looked up online together on the last live stream. This card is worth over 3K, which is still just crazy. Minerva is also worth thousands of dollars. So check these out if you want to play in some of these, and I will be commentating some of these events going forward. Oh, my bad. I will be commentating some of these events going forward in person, so you'll get to see me doing in-person commentary. Dinner on me if you're interested one evening. Rich, I feel like you've been trying to buy me dinner for 10 years. Like, I don't know if this dinner's ever gonna happen, bro. I feel like you've been threatening me with dinner for like literally a decade. Like, and you know I'm not cheap, so I want steak. If you're treating me to dinner, I want steak, Rich. Steak me, daddy, like a vampire. I need to be staked. I ain't no cheap hoe. I need to be staked. Treat me like a vampire in Brooklyn. Back in the day, it's because I wanted your insight because I sucked. But now it's just to chill with homies. Aww. Well, I love that. I got you on a filet or maybe some Wagyu. I'm not going to do Wagyu because first of all, I'm going to Japan in 2 months. for weeks. So I'm going to have my fill of Wagyu anyway. But if you can give me a nice bone-in filet, a filet mignon, bone-in, love it, need it. If Pittsburgh has a good restaurant for that, we can absolutely hit that up. I'm so serious. Steak me, daddy. Like a vampire. He said, no wine and dine, just give him the meats. Arby's, baby. But yeah, I'm down to go to dinner in Pittsburgh. There's nothing else to do in Pittsburgh. It's like when I go to Pittsburgh, it's Yugioh and food, and that is it. So yeah, there's a Pittsburgh event coming up, guys. Let's see, when is it actually? Because I don't even know. So Pittsburgh is in July 18th and 19th is Pittsburgh. So yeah. Oh, it's in the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. Holy shit. I did not realize this was going to be like in the convention center. But yeah. That's where they have nationals at, I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, how's Cordero's holding up? Somebody call Cordero. Coderis. Oh, is he dead? Oh, damn. GG Nori. Alright. Who are we watching next? Graves Gorma, and he's playing Flying Kamakiri with what is, I don't even know, chat. Okay. When I tell you I don't even know, I'm sure it goes without saying, but Gotham's is not summonable in my deck. I don't know, just in there from a Morphtronic list. I turned into this. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't know if you could summon it or not, but it is still banned, obviously. So, you know, just take it out of your extra deck. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Just take it out of your extra deck. And don't try to summon X-Saber Urbellum. Urbellum is banned because it is an X-Saber card. It has X-Saber in the name. And the Black Wings, like Armwing and an Armor Master, are also banned. Not that you could really make them anyway. But like they are banned too, so if they're in your extra deck, just take them out. Anybody who's listening. All right, game 2. Ooh. See, I'm glad that I did the locals leading up to the big tournament next week, because the locals gives people a chance to iron out the kinks. It gives people a chance to try things out, test things. If you accidentally have a Dark Arm Dragon in your deck, this is the week to, you know, this is it's no stakes, right? This is a free tournament. You can play in this tournament. Doesn't cost you anything. And if you have the wrong shit in your deck, you know, you just get booted from the tournament and you can try again next time. But if that would happen at the big tournament, it would kind of suck, right? So it's good to try things out now before. Oh, I absolutely still love you, Justin. You get to try things out before the big tournament, because next week we're playing for $500 cash. So like next week is a big fucking tournament for this format. So if somebody can come up with a really good list for this format, they can win some real fucking money. And I personally think the best chance you ever will have of doing well in a format is at the beginning of it, before everyone figures things out. No, Peter Chang didn't play banned cards. He just like did everything else. DB should just give us a custom ban list option. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I did not see the diss track yet because I was working earlier and then I went to the gym and I forgot about it. Once I got to the gym, I was just like locked in. Got home, showered, and then I got on stream. So I have not had a chance to listen to the Peter diss track. Is it new? Is that like a new Peter Chang diss track? Ships just ain't shipping today. Not they ain't shipping. Oh, I'm not listening on stream, no. The last time I tried to listen to a diss track on stream, I think it was Bluffknock who like asked me to do it, and it was absolutely not okay. Like it was not stream appropriate at all. Like I literally had to stop it. So that's not happening. I think it was a diss track to what's his name? Donnell. Donnell after Donnell was caught doing some Peter Chang-isms on camera. It's so weird that people cheat on camera. I find it to be so strange. Like, like you have to know you're being recorded, right? Like I don't get it, but whatever. Yeah, I remember last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago that happened, but I do remember that situation, and there was a whole diss track that was made, and it was not YouTube friendly at all. Like there were hard R's in there. It was bad. Oh, Crystal Beast won a match? Nice. King Tiger. Oh, taste the glass and my ass. Mirror Force, baby. Mirrors Force. Yeah. I just feel like we're playing retro Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like we're already playing Boomer Yu-Gi-Oh. Can we just not cheat in Boomer Yu-Gi-Oh? Like that would be great. Across the board. Like that would just be like, you know. I just feel like we're so old now. Like all of us who play these formats, like these retro formats, we're old. Like what are you doing? Like everybody should be chill, you know? Just try to be chill. Let's be cool with everybody. Just be chill. Our knees crack. Our knees do in fact be cracking, bro. Our knees do in fact be cracking. That's why I go to the gym. I go to the gym to fight against my terrible food intake because my diet is really bad. I like the wildest foods basically. Can't wait for Fraser's fat arc. That arc is not coming. I will take Ozempic before I let myself get fat, or I'll stop eating. I will go full on eating disorder before I let myself get fat. That's just not a thing. Well, it's just for calories. Why not buy a stationary mod bike? I actually do have an indoor bike in my place. Maybe. I mean, I'm burning calories right now. I'm absolutely burning calories right now. I got these fucking lights all on me, and I'm talking to y'all. I find it weird that even though you can make healthy food taste good, you always crave the bad stuff. I just don't believe that healthy food is bullshit. Because why does it just not taste as good as the bad stuff? Like, could you imagine if they made a healthy pizza, like genuinely it's healthy and it also tastes like real pizza, not that bullshit that like, I don't want cauliflower pizza, bro. I don't want that. Don't give me no fucking cauliflower pizza. I will knock all this shit over in this restaurant. Oh, they were like, nah. Yeah, fat is nice. Fat is nice. Imagine you get fat and you meet a shredded Mike on the streets. That would be a fucking twist of fate. And he calls me Fat Pack. Chicken bowls are nice. One of the things that I do like to eat that is, it's not really healthy though, but Chipotle, I do like me a chicken burrito. But like, it ain't all that healthy, chat. It ain't all that healthy after what I do to it. It ain't all that healthy after what I do to it. And I also love Chipotle's chips. Those salty ass tortilla chips, they are so good with a burrito. Love it. In the words of Beast Mode, love it. I might get Chipotle for lunch tomorrow, now that we talked it up. Jesus loves me, he loves me a bunch. That's why he put Skippy in my lunch. Sometimes some chicken fried rice out of the freezer really hits the spot. Okay, that is... What? Chicken fried rice out the freezer? What the fuck? What in the struggle? But if you have a bike, why not make that your computer chair? My aunt used to watch the TV for 5 hours while on the bike. And how is she now? I don't watch soccer, no. I do not watch. I don't really care for sports, so I just like fashion. I literally do not care for sports, but fashion is the only thing that really interests me. Okay, ooh. GYBU said that shit trash. Oh man, she's 62, still working physically right now. I mean, 62 is, you should not be unable to work physically at 62. I just want to put that out there. Like that is like a perfectly normal age to still be able to physically do things. Yeah, no, I don't watch soccer at all. In Brazil, you retire at 65? Nice. But I do go to the gym anywhere from 3 to 4 times a week. It's been a little harder lately because it's extremely cold right now. But when it's not fucking below 0 and all that, I'm a 4 times a week gym guy. Three to 4 times a week, yeah. Honestly, the gym, once you start going, it really isn't bad. Like, it really isn't. It's, you just have to get yourself to the gym. That is the hardest part for most people. But once you're there, there's nothing to do but work out. So like, and then you become kind of addicted to it. At least I do. I have an addictive personality. So once I'm there, it's like, all right, we're here. Time to hit these, you know, hit these weights. And then I usually end it off with like 30 minutes of cardio on the treadmill at an incline of 12, 30 minutes. And that shit kills you. And you put it on a speed of 3. So it's a 12, 3, and 30, which is like a very popular treadmill exercise. Put the incline on 12, put the speed on 3, and do it for 30 minutes. Your heart rate will be so fucking high. Got fat since I had a baby, but used to train BJJ twice a day, 5 days a week. Wait, you had a baby? What? You have a wound? Sleeping actually gets me arrested. The gym is just boring, honestly. I just did shit till I found out what's optimal, and once I found that, I stopped. So are you fat, Mikey? Now you talking about you got fat since you had a baby, and it's the whole time your girlfriend had a baby. You just got fat because you wanted to get fat. Like, you didn't have no fucking baby. I thought that you were the one eating for 2. You were just being big. You were just being a fucking big back. There was no reason for you to get fat too. There was absolutely no reason for you to get fat. She had the reason to get fat. She's eating for 2 people. You just being greedy. There are no gyms near me, so I bought a dumbbell to do some lifting at home. I'm not a health freak, but doing even just 20-30 minutes of exercise a day just makes you feel better and sleep better. That is very true. Honestly, if you can just do 20-30 minutes of exercise a day, I really would recommend pushing it to like 30 minutes, but you know, do something. It does help. Yeah. Can't let her eat McDonald's at 1 a.m. alone. Honestly, facts. We would just be fat together. Me and my if I was straight and I got a girl pregnant, I would definitely be eating McDonald's right with her at 1 a.m. because I feel like that not only is that good bonding for you, her, and the baby, but like you're not about to eat McDonald's fries and nuggets in the bed right next to me, and I just sit there and have to smell that shit and can't touch it. Like there's no shot, right? Like there's no shot you're gonna eat nuggets and fries in my face, and I'm not also getting nuggets and fries with that sweet and sour sauce. What round are we? Are we in round 3 yet, chat? Okay, so Luke Feeney is still playing, Mr. Giraffe. That is the only match that is still ongoing, apparently. So I guess if I just type in... Oh, nope. Oh, nope. Somebody didn't report. Warning, 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 warning. Oh, there we go, round 3. Hooray! Ta-da! I personally, no, it wouldn't be the same with a boyfriend because I would not be with somebody. One, I'm not attracted to people who are not in shape. So that's the first thing. So I wouldn't be with somebody who's not in shape. Secondly, I will not date somebody who doesn't go to the gym as well. Because I feel like it's a little weird for me to be going to the gym like 3 to 4 times a week. And for them to just be like, I don't go to the gym. Like, I feel like we fundamentally have nothing in common at that point. So, because the gym is a lifestyle. All right, I actually want to watch... Well, let's see. Who's undefeated? But I want to watch Luke this round because I want to see him play start to finish. Oh, he's actually playing against Zero. Cool. Perfect. Perfect. I'll wait until they start. In the meantime, I'm going to set a new timer. All right, so there's a new timer, 50 minutes. Here we go. All right, let me catch up on this. Consistency is key. Consistency is key, Hydro. This is the craziest winter we've had in like a decade, at least in Philadelphia where I live. So that... What? No. Don't choose me. What deck do I even have loaded? My deck is... I'm playing Peter Chang's deck. My deck is super banned. The video today was a rant. It was a rant. I even learned a new slur today because of that fucking video. Against my will. Okay, here we go. Mr. Giraffe and Zero Cool. Fuck. Fuck! I can't catch a break, chat. God damn it. All right, here we go. Finally. God damn. All right, let me... Can I read chat? Can I just... Where was I at? Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. I love that song, by the way. That is such a fucking good song. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. While you at the gym, your boyfriend drinking Dr. Pepper, eating Doritos. When I went to university, I made an effort to eat more vegetables, and 9 months later, when I came back home, everyone said that I looked better and I had more energy. Me and my girl first bonded over the gym. Like if one of, I guess us wasn't a gym person, it never would have worked out. Exactly. I just don't think that like I align with somebody who's like, I just don't do the gym. Like the gym is not for me. Then it's like, okay, well then we're not meant to be together because again, the gym is like a thing that I plan to do for the rest of my life. Like it's not like I'm just trying to get to a certain weight or body and then I'm going to stop going to the gym. Like, no, it's just a thing that like I do the same way I like breathe and drink water and everything else, right? It's just like, why is this also, just notice that is off screen a little bit. What the hell is that? Unshaven angler. What do they mean by unshaven? I'm modifying my room as we speak for my Olympic weight setup. Damn. I was dying watching that video. He took that shit way too seriously. Yeah, that got a little ridiculous at the end, and I edited a lot of it out. I thought the guy was in on a joke until he started calling you slurs. Yeah, it got wild. PC rule, homie. PC rule. All pews, don't chill. Like, would you go to the gym if you were 60 years old plus? Yes. Like, why do people think that 60-year-olds are, like, fucking unable to do things? I don't, like, what is this? This is the second time in this chat where somebody's brought up 60 as though, like, at 60, you just can't do anything. Like, 60-year-olds just don't go. Like, there are 60-year-olds that go to my gym right now who have better bodies than me, by the way. And probably better bodies than most people because they've been going to the gym probably forever. Like 60 is not some like human death sentence where you can't physically do things. I really want you guys to change your perception on what a 60-year-old is. Like, yes, I will be going to the gym at 60 years old, God willing. I'll make it to that age. But I see no reason why I can't go to the gym at 60. I mean, if you're taking care of yourself and the other person just isn't, that is never going to be compatible. I agree. It's an angler that missed their wax appointment? Yeah, it's called unshaven angler. The word unshaven, I feel like, should not be on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I just want to put that out there. My grandfather is 71 and a bricklayer that paddleboards upstream giant rivers. Damn. I feel like most anglers are unshaven. I just don't like the word unshaven. It's kind of like the word moist. Like, I know people have an aversion to the word moist. I feel like unshaven is that word for me. I don't like it. Like, why is it got it? Like, unshaven is a crazy adjective. Are fairies at least good in this jank series, or are they even ass here? I don't know, because I'm still evaluating this format just like you all. I hate fairies. And they don't have Christia, and they don't have Tethys. But I don't know. How do you feel that the rest of your head is unshaven? You know, I feel fine. I feel great. I personally don't have a problem with the word moist. Some people have an aversion to that word. Moist doesn't do it for me. But like unshaven, no. it's just no. Just no. it's just a no. Fully forested. Oh shit. Heavy chain return. Let me get that. Oh, we're both paying half, baby. Let's all pay half. There's a command you can type. Okay, I was about to say you can type /half and it'll do it. One word I hated was shenanigans. Everyone used that back then in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Never heard that one like that. Like, I've heard the word shenanigans, and I've never really heard it in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Oh yeah, Nimnim has a very big platform, so if he says shenanigans a lot, then it definitely, I can see how that would change your perception. There's a command for discard random. I did not know that. I mean, rolling a die might just be faster, honestly, but where the Crystal Beasts at? Crystal Beasts were featured earlier. I know my Dual Set of Roses music when I hear it. Exactly. This is definitely Dual Set of Roses. One of the best video game soundtracks ever for me. Ever? What the hell? My band? Oh, I think this is the Crystal Beast. Oh my god. Somebody said, where's the Crystal Beast? They're right here. Hubba, hubba, hubba. Are Crystal Beast about to take a game? Torrential? Okay, this goes down to 23. Can't beat shit. Can't beat shit. Don't tell me Crystal Beast about to get a game. Hold up, I gotta see this chat. Are Crystal Beasts about to take a game? Damn, Crystal Beasts. Fraser, are you going to the RRC in Toledo at the end of the month? I don't think so, but things could always change. But as of right now, no. As of right now, I am not. Mainly because I don't play Redo. But I will be at future RRC events. So, like I said, this Pittsburgh one, the San Jose, like this one coming up in April. There's one in Detroit as well in May. Looking hella sweet. Looking hella sweet. I don't know if you've heard it, Fraser, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters Coliseum for PS2 also has an insane soundtrack. I will look that up. I'm always down for some good music. Yeah, I will definitely check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum OST. We'll see what that's given. Hopefully, I'm being told the truth. I've accepted that I'm not good enough for the big tournament, so I'll stay my casual self at locals. Why do you think you are? I mean, you said you've accepted it. I'm not here to necessarily try to change your mind. I'm just curious, though. How long have you tried to be competitive as opposed to casual? Do you think Redo will get to the same level as Edison? I swear, people ask this question like once a week. It is so funny. Me and some guys had the account Yu-Gi-Oh! In watches. We had John Konami watching Limit Reverse Tech. Also, respect that you're still rocking a cut. It's at the end of its days, though. Like, my hair is officially growing back. So at this point, I'm going to eventually shave off this front part so that it's even. Not shave it off, but like even it out. And then just let it all grow together congruently. Someone tell him it's still an RNG base game. I wouldn't waste your time with a shitty soundtrack. Well, I appreciate that. At this point, you guys should know what kind of background music I like anyway, because all my videos have the same like 3 games being played as music in the background. I played competitive a lot when I was younger, and I've played semi-competitive casual for about 2 years since I came back. But in real life stuff gets in the way. Absolutely, yeah. That's why I like retro, because I don't have to playtest anymore. I'm good enough at retro Yu-Gi-Oh! That I can just like I've been playing the same deck for a while. Well, I guess not anymore. I used to play the same deck for a while, but now I play like a deck that is adjacent to it at least. So it's not really hard for me to play competitively, because I kind of know a lot of this stuff already that I'm going to encounter. Like, I have ideas in my head, and I just have strong Yu-Gi-Oh! Fundamentals. That helps a lot. Retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't change that much, so you have that going for you. Whereas modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You cannot stop playing modern and try to come back and expect to be as good immediately. Like, it's going to take time. Whereas, like, I didn't playtest for LDS Raleigh. The last time I played in real life Yu-Gi-Oh! Was RBT Chicago in September, and I showed up to Raleigh. Our flight landed at midnight the night before the tournament, literally. So like, we landed at midnight, we got to the hotel. I didn't go to bed until 2 a.m. I woke up, played the tournament both days, and that was off of 0 testing. That was just like, I know how to play frogs. I'm not testing, and I think that I could only get away with that in retro Yu-Gi-Oh! I could not get away with that if we were playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So that is one of the benefits of playing retro Yu-Gi-Oh! That I do enjoy, is that I don't have to really like constantly test and try out new shit and like, oh, this new pack came out. What new decks are in this pack? What new interactions are in this pack? What new synchro monsters came out? What new hand traps came out, you know, all that nonsense. I can't be bothered with that. Not to mention getting the cards in modern Yu-Gi-Oh too. You have to actually like get the physical cards. Like I don't have to do that because I just have all of the frogs and I have all the cards that I'm going to play. I just found you recently. What was the reason for the cut? Because we reached 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which now we are actually very close to 10,500 subscribers. So we're almost halfway to 11,000, chat. So shout out to everybody who's been helping us grow. But yeah, we reached 10,000 subscribers at the beginning of January, at the beginning of 2026, basically. Which I knew was going to happen because we were pacing that way at the end of 2025. But yeah, we reached 10,000 subscribers, and that's why I got the haircut. And it's been going well. It's been going really well. I love seeing the channel grow. I love having newer people in the chat and newer commenters and audiences and things. It's really nice. I have some more cool videos coming out soon, so I just have to edit the one that I'm working on right now. But it should be out this week. I have a 3-day week. I didn't know that we had off on Monday, next Monday. So I have a 3-day week and I have to build a new desk. I bought a new desk, which actually was supposed to be delivered today. I guess it got delayed. I ordered it last night and it said it was coming today, and I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it when it said it was coming today. It still says arriving today. I don't think that's happening though. That is definitely not, it's not coming today. But I have to build a new desk. And so that's going to take up like a couple hours on Saturday or Sunday or something. And I also have to edit that video that I really want you guys to see. And I have the Tom Mack episode recorded already. So you'll see the newest Edison champion on the channel, who's also a YCS champion and a Worlds competitor. And he, like I said, Tom Mack is from my locals. We literally, for, I don't know, over 15 years, I feel like, went to the same exact local. Yeah, it might be closer to 20 years we went to the same local, but I'll just say 15 to make it like conservative. But he will be, we recorded already, so I have to put that out, which will probably be next week, I guess. All I do anymore is work out, play Edison, and eat good food, and it's a great life. That does sound like a great life, Damaged Up. You're staying healthy, you're staying fed, and you got some Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, so it would be that I just have not put in enough time due to just not enjoying the super high level competitiveness and meshing Yu-Gi-Oh, married life, and work plus other hobbies. And honestly, bro, that is totally fine. Like, I do not think that Yu-Gi-Oh is something that you have to like, if it's impeding your ability to do other things that are more important, then absolutely do not fall into the trap of like that. Like I advise everyone to prioritize the other things in life. Life is short. Like if you're married and you know you plan to have children or you already have children, make that more of a priority. And then if you get free time, you can play retro Yu-Gi-Oh and you can buy a deck and just have that deck forever. But yeah, being competitive is not for everybody. And I'm not one of those people that tries to force that on people. Like, I don't believe that everyone who plays any game, not just Yu-Gi-Oh, but any game, has to necessarily play competitively. For example, I play Smash Ultimate. I love Smash Bros. I grew up playing Smash Bros. I love Smash Bros. I am not competitive in Smash Bros. I am a filthy casual, okay? I'll play Smash Ultimate with my friends when we have like group parties and stuff. Like we have our, not even parties, but like group get-togethers. It'll be like 10 of us or something. And we'll get like an Airbnb for a week. And we'll play Smash and other games like Mario Party and whatever. But like none of us are competitive. We don't really play unless we're all together. Like I'm not try-harding at, I'm not in training mode on fucking Smash Ultimate in my free time, like ever. And I'm not testing and I'm not trying to like master tech. I just play the game when I get with my friends. We all suck collectively and that makes it fun because all of us can beat all of us. Except Stango. Stango's a little too good, but that's because he's one of the best fighting game players in the world. So like, you know, we let him have that, but he doesn't really play with us when we play like Ultimate because we literally, and I do mean literally, cannot get him off the sticks. But yeah, like every game doesn't need to be played competitively, and Yu-Gi-Oh can be enjoyed, I assume, casually. I'm starting to like Drev format because there's no heavy storm. Formats with no heavy storm are extremely different from formats with heavy storm. It is one of the most format warping cards there is. Like very, very format warping when heavy storm is not in it. I don't have a strong opinion on how I feel about formats with or without it. Like, obviously I play Edison. Edison is my favorite format ever. And heavy storm is in the format. It's just a part of the format. But I also remember when I was younger and playing through the formats without heavy storm, and I did enjoy them. Like X-Saber format, 2011, I enjoyed that format, and it didn't have heavy storm in it. So I can enjoy a format without heavy storm, but I do know that the gameplay is very different when you don't have heavy. And I haven't evaluated the way I've evaluated Edison for the last 4 years. I've not evaluated if formats without heavy have aged as well as Edison. Edison has aged beautifully, like a fine wine. All right. Time for Kenny to get the reverse Ronaldo cut. I heard about Xenoblade. Yeah, I know Xenoblade has like good music and all that stuff. There was a dad drop earlier, yes, by your boy. It's okay to be okay at something. I have a girl and 3 kids and live in the middle of nowhere. I just go to events when I can. That's the way to do it. I have my max-ish rarity Lightsworn, Christia Sworn, so I'll always have that deck to play. It's also hard to be a high level of competitive with that deck without putting the hours in. Yeah, when I played Christia Sworn casually, like for videos and stuff, which I need to do that soon because it's been a while. But when I do play Christia Sworn, you do have to do some thinking about the graveyard manipulation aspect of that deck. It is not straightforward as it might look when you're playing against it, because that person probably has been playing it for a while. I actually don't think that there's any reason to believe that retro Yu-Gi-Oh will die out, because a lot of games haven't died out and they're still ongoing that are retro games. Like there's no logic to that. Like every game does not die out eventually. People still play pretty much every retro game, especially in 2026. Like you can find channels that are dedicated to, literally there's people who just still play Mario 64. Like they just fucking grind Mario 64. There's people who still play one of the biggest games of all time, Smash Melee. That there's actually a tournament this weekend that has over 1,000 entrants for a game that is 25 years old. Smash Melee is factually, it came out in 2001. And they are still, they have a over 1,000 entrant tournament happening this weekend called Genesis. So like there's no logic to saying that something that is retro, like a retro game, is going to die out, because that's just not true. Like it's not really based on anything. Yeah, Melee's been going for 25 years. And there's also other shit like RuneScape, and like there's so many games. Like you can just look up a list of old games that are still being played right now. There's so many of them. As long as there's a community of people who enjoy it, like the games just keep going. It's not like they're unplayable. They're actually more playable now than they've ever been because of the internet Oh, it's a new round. Nice. Oh, wait. We're in round 4. Okay. This is a new round, though. All right. Balls, can you drop me? Oop. You should be dropped. All right, so people are hosting. I hate when it does this grayed out shit. I don't know why it does that. You can compare Yu-Gi-Oh to Smash. Yu-Gi-Oh has a fucking huge fan base, so what are you talking about? Also, not to mention, I didn't just name Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, there's plenty of other old games that have a ton of people still playing them. Like, your entire point that older games just die out, retro games die out, is stupid. Like, it's just an idiotic thing to say. So that's kind of like, I've already disproven that just isn't based on anything. Like, people can play something 20 years later. We're playing a format right now that came out in 2010, to be clear. And hundreds of people registered to play tournaments in this format. Like, there were 466 people at Nationals in 2024. And there would have been more if we didn't have a cyber outage globally. So almost 500 people chose to go to Austin, Texas to play Retro Yu-Gi-Oh! And honestly, Retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Has not declined. Like, it's still been going. And Konami's not even in the picture, and it's still going up. Like, RBET in, what, Berlin had 370 people? 330 people? Something like that? Also, the LDS events have been selling out in, like, 3 hours. Like, there's no, like, basis for what you said. I'm just calling that out. Like, it's just a dumb comment. I used to carry a whole ass VCR in a duffel bag to Melee tournaments just to record some shitty matches. Yeah, like, people love playing whatever they love playing. And there's no reason that you have to stop it, because things are more accessible now. Like, if I wanted to play Mario 64, I could just literally find it on the internet right now and just play it. Like, my friend, like Kenny, for example, who's the co-owner of this channel, like, he plays Kingdom Hearts all the time. Like, he will just replay Kingdom Hearts because he fucking loves Kingdom Hearts. The game came out 20 years ago, but he loves it. And he'll just play it. He'll just randomly be like, yeah, I'm playing this Zelda game from like 30 years ago. And I'm like, okay, like, that's cool. Like, I played Ocarina of Time on stream last year. Last year, I streamed Ocarina of Time start to finish. I don't even know how old that game is. Like, over 25 years? Ocarina of Time's probably over 25 years old too, isn't it? But I enjoyed it. You guys can, like, literally see me playing Ocarina of Time, and I'm having the fucking time of my life. Yeah, people love, like, if you find a good community for anything, really, like, it's gonna keep it alive. That's why I wasn't even worried about Konami not being in the picture for Edison, because I'm like, well, they didn't start it. They jumped on the bandwagon. Konami, as weird as it is to say, they jumped on the bandwagon. So, like, yeah, so in 2022, I went to YCS Pasadena, and Konami, that's when they first started doing Edison pods. They fired 108 Edison pods. So that is when they realized, oh shit, we need to do something bigger. And that's when Ultimate Time Wizard came up that next year. So I was literally at the YCS where they fired 108 Edison pods. 108. And they fired less than 10 GOAT pods. I was there. Like, I was factually in Pasadena for that YCS. And that's where I won a bunch of lad mats. You can ask the recent RBET Rulers winner, because that's where we met. I played him in like 3 pods, which was crazy. Was your YCS win or Ultimate Time Wizard win more memorable? I think they were both memorable, like, for different reasons. The YCS when I played against my best friend in the finals, And the Ultimate Time Wizard win was just like winning with a deck that literally I had worked on really, really hard and refined it and like pushed it. And yeah, that they're memorable for very different reasons. I mean, one of them is the opening to my channel, right? So like the intro on a lot of the videos is like, is that. So that I see that all the time. But I'll never forget the feeling of playing in the finals of a YCS against the person who you literally talk to every single day, literally every single day. All right, so we're down to like just a very, very few people. $20 in a tournament winner roll. That's usually the prize for the online locals. I was also at YCS Pasadena for Modern, and that's when I knew Edison was about to take off. Also, I moved like all my Edison singles that I had brought with me at that event. I was like, this is real. Yeah, I was there, and I'll never forget them. So if you do the math, let's see. They ran 108 8-man pods. That's 864 people paying $15 each, because they were $15. That was also crazy. So 864 entries at $15. Konami made $12,960 off of just Edison as a fucking small side event 8-man thing that they were doing at a YCS. And they were like, what the fuck? Why do people like this so much? And then we got Ultimate Time Wizard. And Edison has been booming. I don't think Time Wizard will have more players than Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! No. I think Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Always, in my head, Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Will always have more of an appeal because it's the shiny new thing and it keeps giving you shiny new thing. And it's really hard to beat shiny new thing. For example, Smash Melee, as big as it is 25 years later, does not compare to Smash Ultimate when it comes to entrance and like popularity. Like when you look at a stream, if you look at a stream, and they usually stream Ultimate and Melee in the same tournaments, like tournaments that have big Smash tournaments will have Melee and Ultimate, right? The number of people watching Ultimate at its peak and the number of people watching Melee at its peak, there's usually a pretty big disparity between them because Ultimate is still more popular because it is the shiny new thing. But the fact that 25 years later, Melee even competes and is in the conversation is impressive, though. But no, I think that Modern will be like, I think it'll always have more people. I could be wrong. Like, I'm not a fucking psychic. I would be playing the lottery instead of doing this, but there's one more round after this. No Justice Punch. I'm just going to listen to the soundtrack and figure it out for myself, but thank you. I do think that if Konami did a YCS dedicated to like Edison format though, that would be a really big deal. Like a really big deal. Yeah, Smash 4 wasn't very popular. Yeah, well there's a reason for that. Depends on prize support also, right? I don't think it does. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players who play Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't play for prizes right now. I don't think prize support is getting people out. Bro, there were 3,000 people at Nationals like 2 years ago. Like, prizing is not what draws people to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. And, like, just realistically, people go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments because they fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're addicted to Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just a fact. The prizing has been shit for Yu-Gi-Oh! For decades. Like, it's not... It is not the prize that is bringing people out to get a normal monster prize card, I promise you. Like Konami would have to really step it up for the pricing to be an actual draw. But as it stands, like the pricing for Yu-Gi-Oh is so abysmal by Konami that is not the reason that people are playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh right now. They should once a year host an Edison YCS. That's all they ever had to do, and it would be huge. It would be huge. If they hosted an Edison YCS, it would be over 1,000 players. Easy. Easy. If they did the marketing for it and they just like made it a big deal, if they did an Edison YCS with the Edison rulings and everything, right? Like no bullshit, it would be fucking massive. I think Shonen Jump did pricing a little too good though, because Shonen Jump gave you prize cards that literally fucking won the next tournament. Like Crush Card Virus is such an egregious prize card. It's such a bad idea for a prize card. Like that pricing is a little too good. I think Darken is like a perfect prize card. I think Minerva is a perfect prize card. I think Giant Hand is a perfect prize card. These are cards that are usable, but they're not like you need to have it to compete at all. Whereas Crush Card Virus, like, so obviously I'm not saying you need to have Crush Card Virus to compete, but you without Crush Card Virus and you with Crush Card Virus is like being Super Saiyan or being Krillin. I think there's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, there's rumors that, not even rumors, I think there's going to be a tournament that's over 500 people this year for Edison. Like, I'm pretty sure that Yggdrasil was talking about that in their server today, or maybe it was like yesterday or something, but I think they're getting a venue that can host like a lot of people. Like, a lot of people. It might even be more than 500 people. And if it's going to be that big, I'll be there. Yeah, honestly, I would like Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft to be a thing. Konami really should invest in doing a battle pack thing again. Like, that is such a good time for a lot of people to just buy a box of that shit and just like draft it. If they had draft, I'd actually play in person. Yeah, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft would do really well. I do think that. I played in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft YCS in San Diego 2013. I topped that event with my draft deck, and then I had to switch to my custom deck, or like my constructed deck, and I think I played Dino Fist. It was like Dino Rabbit Fire Fist. Because the week before that YCS, I had gone undefeated at a regional in Maryland. I went 10-0 at a regional in Maryland with Dino Fist. And I was like, all right, this is going to be my constructed deck for day 2, basically. And then day 1, I'm at the mercy of whatever box of cards they give me to play with. Yeah, I did top that event. Let me pull up. I'm pretty sure I did a deck profile somewhere. Oh, here we go. YCS San Diego.
So tell us what happened. Recap with us.
I'm playing Dino Fist.
So tell us what happened. Recap with us.
I lost to
tell us what happened.
Rhino Red.
Recap with us.
He opened up
Oh wait, I have.
Rhino Red.
Recap with us.
There we go. All right.
And then I got Basil's back up. It's the number 3 single snare, 3 Gene Warped, 3 Sabersaurs, 2 Torgat, 2 Rabbit, 1 Cocker ID, 1 Gorilla. The deck was actually the exact same as the one I played for the Maryland Regional.
Went undefeated with.
Yeah, I didn't change a single card in it. I literally didn't even take the deck out the deck box. Since the
that
Maryland,
nice deck box.
Since a single card in it. The exact same as the one I played for the Maryland Regional.
Went undefeated with.
Yeah, I didn't change a single
That
card.
is so funny. I've been doing the same bullshit since I was a kid. Like, I went undefeated at a regional the week before, like I said, and I did not take my deck out the deck box. And then I showed up at the YCS and played the exact same deck after the battle pack draft part of it and just topped that event as well. And that's what I've been doing lately in retro Yu-Gi-Oh too. Just like, I haven't touched my deck since RBT Chicago, showed up to LDS Rally, and was like, all right, we're just going to run it back. Like, it's in the same sleeves and everything. Like, we're just running it back. Just fucking run it back. That is Cordero's voice that you're hearing. Cordero is the interviewer here. Yeah, Vexicus 4666. My deck was good. Like, it wasn't actually good, but it was good enough for a good player to top with. I went X and 1 in Swiss. I only lost to somebody who had an outrageous deck, and like, I also could not play around everything that he had. But everybody who I had to sit down and duel, because I have such strong Yu-Gi-Oh fundamentals, I beat the shit out of the 10 people or however many people I had to play with the battle pack. I beat the shit out of the 9 out of 10 of them got destroyed. Like, it wasn't close. I do really think that a battle pack draft would be so good for YCS again. They should do it a little differently, because the way they did it at San Diego, I remember they just gave you at the player meeting a deck. Like, I was basically handed cards, and I think that they gave you more than you needed. So like, let's say, you have to build a 40 card deck, obviously, but they probably gave you like 50 cards or something. I don't know, but let's just say they gave you 50. So you took out 10 shit ones and was like, okay, this is my deck. They could do a little bit better on that part. It's, we're 13 years after that event. We could figure out a better way. But the idea of just doing a battle pack thing is really cool. And no, I did not play against the Gishki player. He ran into Jeff Jones and got beat. Because Jeff Jones is smart enough to just scoop and then go to the next game. And Jeff just beat him the next 2 games and eliminated him. Oh, thank you, Mayberry, for playing. Okay, yeah, this is still round 4. At the sneak peeks in Springfield, Missouri, they had a deck minimum of 20. Oh god. Who is undefeated? So Patrick Starr is undefeated, and then Edison Club tie in Morph. Yeah, no, I know Alan Pennington. I know who he is. I was around during the Duelist Grounds days. Yeah, I watched the Squiddy video. That is Squiddy's biggest video. It has like 1.6 million views, but the Peter Chang video is bound to surpass it. That shit already has over 1 million views, and it's been out for 2 weeks. Like, that Peter Chang video is going to surpass the Alan Pennington Gishki deck. I mean, if it keeps pacing the way it's pacing right now, it's not even a question. That Peter video is how I found you. How I found you sounds so funny. But thank you for finding me, Blue Blazes. How I found you. That's funny. It just sounds so funny. It sounds like Orochimaru talking to Kimimaru. There's this famous quote from Orochimaru where he says to Kimimaru, like, life is terrible or something, but find something I don't know. He says like some weird shit, and then he's like how I found that flower, like how I found you. Or no, he says like how you found that flower and like how I found you. And it has that how I found you thing is all, it always sticks in my head as an Orochimaru thing. Peter did nothing wrong. His plays were just basic. The one good thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, at least where I'm at, money isn't that much of a difference between players. I think that's correct, yes. Except for travel expenses. But in terms of the cards, I feel like everyone who plays Modern can at least afford the cards because the cards aren't really worth too much anymore. But then like traveling to every event is expensive. Like so you save money on cards, but then flights and hotels are just more expensive than they've ever been because just inflation. Gadget search, Future Fusion, indeed. There might be a few expensive staples here and there, but back in the day, yeah, like tour guides were 150 in 2011 when I played. And like you need a tour guide to play the game. So you had to shell out 450 for tour guides. Like that was just like 3 cards, 450. Zen mains, $100. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Was very, very expensive. Do you think Peter would do well in an Edison major? Scarily, yes. Because Peter has a lot of credentials and nothing but a judge really can stop him. So, yeah, I do think he would do well, but hopefully he would not choose to ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't want him to ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, if I'm being honest. It's just too much stress on everybody, including himself. It's for his own benefit that he no longer plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Sumo Kami, I don't know what video you watched, but discarding your hand for left arm offering and then summoning a guy that you discarded from your hand is definitely cheating. Like, I don't know what your definition of cheating is, but like, I don't know how is that bad for him? Like, how is him using his graveyard and not banishing his hand? How could that ever be bad for him? Like, you're not making sense. There's a new 3 of $80 secret out the most recent pack that is going to be in everyone's deck at the 300th YCS this weekend. Okay, so there's a $240 card basically. You have to play 3 of it. Well, that's not... He didn't just do one illegal thing, though. He did 7 illegal... My man did like 7 illegal things. Like, what are you talking about? Brain Control is one of the cards of all time. Brain Control is ridiculous. Also, like, I'm sure all of you have seen the Peter video that Squiddy put out that has 1 million views. The other part you have to realize is that Peter's match against me was not the one time that he did a bunch of illegal shit in a duel. Like, that's what Squiddy was telling you the entire time, is that he has a history of doing a bunch of illegal shit. This is why context matters. Like, I know a lot of people fail at like understanding context, but it's not like some random guy just did like 5 illegal things because he's new to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In which case the context there is like he genuinely doesn't know what he's doing. Peter, on the other hand, doesn't get the benefit of the doubt because Peter notoriously will do illegal things all the time. He's been DQ'd 7 times. He's been banned from different circuits. Like, it's not a one-off thing. And him discarding his hand and then summoning a monster from his graveyard that he discarded when he should not have discarded his hand, that is cheating. And he knows it too. I do not think that he didn't know what he was doing there. Oh yeah, and then the way he blames the judge. He blames the judge for him doing like a bunch of illegal shit. It's like, oh, you should have called it earlier. It's like, damn, no accountability? Shit. You know, he was left on morphing, discarding his hand all day. Exactly. Like, imagine you just changed the text of a card to do something way more broken than it's meant to be. Like, that is... And then he was undefeated. Like, the other thing, like... It's just all bad. Like, bro was undefeated. Like, I was undefeated too, but I was just playing my fucking broken-ass deck because it was Zodiac tournament. It was the beginning. It was like the first Zodiac tournament ever. That deck was ridiculous. I was doing the Coach Wolfbark thing. I don't even know what it's called. But like I was doing Coach Wolfbark and it was just like draw 3 or something. So I can't, once I draw 3, it's like I can't lose the game. Okay. Lamvel. And what was Juba? Okay. What the fuck? Okay. It's like Dueling Book. Oh, interesting. So we're playing dragons without red med. Oh, no. Oh, that's not game, though. LOL, JK, I lied. I really like the Swing of Memories, like, Gemini Fiend Spellcaster deck. This is also interesting, too. Playing a dragon deck without red med, but you still have access to, like, Future Fusion and Blue Eyes and Totem Dragon and Lad. Morph? We saw Morph play earlier already. I think Morph might be the only one playing right now, so... Yep, here we go. Yeah, because there's no one else playing. So this is the last match of this round, and then the next round is the end, and then we're done. Oh, solemn. Oh, it's over. It's over. Berserker Barrage. They left so fast, I wasn't sure if they said GG's to each other. All right, the last round. There's only 3 people or 3 tables, which is so nice. This tournament started off with 20 players. And I love that we are down to just the final 6 because only one person can win anyway. So it's essentially single elimination, but the reason why I didn't make it actually single elimination because I wanted people to, if you won it, you could play the entire tournament. Because the idea of Swiss is that you get to test your deck, right? And there's a $500 tournament coming up next week, so. Would you ever side Prism and Hero Frogs to counter machines? No. Machines are one of our best matchups. I don't side for my best matchups. It makes no sense to side Prisma for machines. I will play 10 rounds straight of machines if you let me. I'm not even kidding. I might be undefeated against machines with frogs, like a real frog deck, like Frog OTK and Hero Frogs. I'm not sure if I've ever lost to machines with either of those decks. At Raleigh, I did lose game 1 against a Machina player because he opened up outrageously good and I still almost won, but I made one mistake. And it was a weird mistake, but it was still a mistake. And then I lost game 1 and then I backdoor 2-0'd him. Like, I lost the die roll. He opened up Dust Shoot Gear Frame. That was like how the game started. And I stabilized, but then he got me to 100 life points. And I made like one error with salvage, basically, and it cost me that game. And I was like, okay. And then games 2 and 3, games 2 and 3 were not close. Sasha Egger was there. You were there. He's putting it in chat right now. The Rise of Loop game 2 was wild. The Breaker loop was wild. I was like summoning Breaker and bouncing Breaker, and he had like Mask and Restrict on the field. Yeah, game 3 was just destructive. Games 2 and 3 were not close. They were so bad that if he didn't know before playing me, he would have realized how, like, if he, let's say he never knew how bad the frog matchup was for Machina. I made sure that at the end of that set, he felt this is an impossible matchup. Like, it feels, if there, I don't really believe that there's any 80-20s in Edison. That might be an 80-20. He said, oh, he knows. Yeah, I think Frogs Machina is like, it's very close to 80-20. It might be like 75-25 or some shit. It's a really, really, really bad matchup. The underrated worst matchup of Edison is Chamber versus Dragon Turbo. Is that because of Prime Material Dragon? Prime Material Dragon just solos the entire, like literally solos Chamber. Drago stops Fader, Prime Material, yeah, that has to be pretty bad. I don't really think, but when I think about, so decks that are really good though, because like Machina is a really good deck. I consider it tier 1.5, and Frogs is S tier, like tier 1. So those are decks that can win a tournament, they can top a tournament, they do well pretty often. Usually in that category of tier, like S tier decks and A tier decks, there usually isn't a 80-20, but like, man, is it close. I have a question, chat. Can you contact the face down the Koichi to the Cyber Dragon on your opponent's side of the field, or does your machine have to be face up to contact with the Cyber Dragon? I know you can contact with a face down Cyber Dragon though. Like if I set Cyber Dragon, I can contact with your whole field of machines. But can I set a Dekoichi and then contact? Oh, it has to be face up, okay. Does it say that on Fortress? It probably just says it, right? Set monster is unknown to be a machine. Okay, that's kind of funny though, because the set monster could be Cyber Dragon. You can contact with Cyber Dragon on your side of the field. Oh yeah, Chainburn also cannot beat GBs. That is a really bad matchup for Chainburn too. That might be worse than Dragon Turbo, honestly. You can set a machine in contact with their Cyber Dragon. Yeah, but I'm asking if you could set your own Dekoichi against a face-up Cyber Dragon on your opponent's side of the field in contact. Yeah, honestly, GBs versus Chainburn is blatantly worse for Chainburn than Dragon Turbo. Triple Trap Stun and Heraclinos, lights out. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that you could, like, because he summoned the Koichi to contact with his opponent Cyber Dragon, and I was like, I feel like he can set that the Koichi in contact. GB versus Giga is bad. Is it bad for Giga? I mean, here's how I feel. I feel like the Gigavice matchup for basically everyone is very, very similar. I feel like the matchup is literally fucking, if Gigavice opens up combo, it beats every deck. And if it doesn't open up combo, it gets poked by a stick and dies to everything. But if it opens up combo, it's like the strongest deck in the format, like factually. And if somebody can find a way to make that deck more consistent, it is truly scary. Like, I'm scared of it, but usually they will lose to themselves at least one game. And then the other two games are just like just hope shit goes your way, bro, because that's like, I hate to say it, but that's like really how it works. Like that matchup is so, now granted, frogs have a much better matchup into Gigavice now because of the water arts and trap dash shoot, mainly water art though, because water art's even better than trap dash shoot against that deck, because you can take, like, they don't play many monsters, so trap dash shoot is like sometimes ineffective, but water art will always hit something juicy, because it's like, oh, you have this one supervise here, that shit's gone, like you are not comboing off this turn, you better wait. And the time that they spend waiting is more time for you to like put together answers to OTK them and whatnot. Also, you could check their defense. Checking someone's defense is probably the most egregious thing that water art does. Like, I know you don't have traps, or I know that your only trap is Mirror Force, and I'm going to Ryza or Caius it. You are going to draw that D prison again. I am going to Unifrog that bottomless trap hole. Like, I see exactly what your defenses are, and then you can perfectly just play into their defenses. And Gigavice doesn't play many defensive cards to begin with, so yeah. Yeah, Water Art buffs all your cards, facts. It literally buffs all your cards. It also takes your opponent's best card. It doesn't take your opponent's monster. It doesn't take your opponent's spell or trap. It takes their best card. It should read, look at your opponent's hand, take their best card. Thus, you can only take a monster. Sometimes the monster's their best card. Sometimes it's not. Oftentimes it's not. When it's Dark Arm, sure. Dark Arm's the best card in their hand. Sometimes it's the Torrential Tribute in their hand. Sometimes it's the Burial or the Return or the Brain Control or the Heavy Storm. Whatever. Like, sometimes it's just like, oh, they need this to play the game, and I'm going to brick their hand because I'm taking your Rhoda away, and now your hand is ass without Rhoda. The Water Art is just quick effect confiscation. Goraz. Gore saves lives? It does. About to main trap stun for you Water Art users. You better go first too. If Gorz was unlimited, would I play more than one? Yes, because I play Frogs, and it's one of the best cards in Frogs. Also, Frogs would be virtually unbeatable if you could play more than one Gorz. It would be really bad. It would not be good for the format's health. Yeah, Water Art saw play in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. Like in the last year. There was a deck in Modern that was playing Water Art. Spiritual Water Art Owie. Yeah, you're right, Damage Step. The card has always been good, we just didn't know. I think the first time I got a taste that Water Art was really that girl was when I played Icarus 89's deck. I actually topped the tournament with his deck. he played triple water art in a frog deck. I think if I sort this by builder and then go Icarus and then sort by plays high. Is it this one? This deck. So August 4th, 2024, Icarus wins EWCQ 8, which was 154 players. So this is an Edison major. He won EWCQ 8 on July 8th, 2024. And this, I played this list basically, and it was like ridiculous. Like I was testing it and just like playing, and I was like, this is really dumb. And a year later, in comes Marcus Hayden putting the water arts in Hero Frogs, and now we're here because Hero Frogs is much better than this deck. Like it's way better than this deck. So then you just add it to a more broken deck, and it's like, well, now we're just not. Now we're just being mean. Like now we're just doing cruel shit. It even has more synergy too because of the fucking Absolute Zero being water. And like Raigeki on your opponent's turn. Like imagine somebody Raigekis you and they look at your hand. Like imagine Raigeki said like, destroy all monsters your opponent controls and take their best card out of their hand. Like imagine that's what Raigeki actually read. All TDD Survivors look amazing. All TDD Survivors look so good. Imagine if he was like, never mind. Someone play Volcanic. Volcanic Shell is banned. Uh-oh. Doom Cow. We're sending Thunder Kings here. We're cooked, chat. We are so cooked. The big one just ended his game one with Stardust, 5-headed, White Knight Dragon, and Lad. What the fuck? Where's that at? I need to see that. These two are undefeated here. Morph and Patrick Star are both they're the only undefeateds. If this was single elimination, okay, yep, GG. All right, congratulations to Morph on winning tonight's local. I'm gonna watch the big win now. I like the idea of these dragon decks that don't have red med. Just because now you can still play a lot of the Dragon Turbo engine stuff. Like you can technically play like Super Rejuve and Trade In and Whitestone and Cards of Consonance and all of that. But there's no debris and there's no red med. So you're very nerfed in that regard. Like obviously like everything else is nerfed. Could you imagine if GK Spy wasn't banned? Virgil, what do you use if you play this tournament? I have no idea. Yeah, if Spy wasn't banned, this entire custom ban list would just be like, Spy is so ridiculous, especially when you're like Raiko's banned. So then everyone's just like, all right, well, I'm playing Spies, and Spy is broken because yeah, Descendant is good. It's 2000 defense. It replaces itself. Like it's just it's a wall. It's just everything. It's dark. It's a spellcaster. You do have GK Guard, yes. And you have Snowman Eater, more importantly. Snowman Eater is very good in this format, I think. I don't think anybody's really playing Snowman Eater yet. But the more I'm watching the format develop, this is only the second tournament. I do think Snowman has a place in side decks, at least. I'm seeing a lot of Thunder Kings and Banishers and like DD War Ladies, but they'll have like a breaker next to them, so you could be like, okay, flip the Snowman Eater, pop the fucking breaker. If you want to banish with DD War Lady, I'll take my +1 there. Like Snowman looks really good against these decks that are just like good cards, like just breakers and you know, like whatever good cards, like stuff like that. It seems to be pretty good against that type of stuff. I also think siding DD Survivor looks really good in this format because I'm seeing a lot of DD War Ladies and I'm seeing people playing Macro and D Fisher decks, and DD Survivor literally is crack against those decks because they are the ones who have to play the shitty Macro Cosmos and D Fisher, whereas you get all the benefit without having to play those bad cards in your deck. Light and Darkness Dragon. I actually love this card in this format, in this environment. It's so much harder to summon, so people have to figure out like clever ways to get Lad on the field. But because the format is so nerfed, he has like a bit more power because there's no Treeborn Frog, there's no like value, activate. One of the worst things for him is like Honest, but there's no Lightsworn. Lightsworn's drained him all the way down as well. How is Future Fusion legal? Because most of the good Future Fusion targets are banned. Future Fusion, send to ill bluff or Raptinus. Yeah, you got me, bro. Didn't think of DD Survivor being sided. That's smart. Yeah, I'm full of that. Full of good ideas. I'm just observing and coming up with not only things that I think people could do to better their gameplay, but I'm also observing the format as a whole. And it's very interesting right now too. So people are clever. If you give them time to cook, like, people are very clever. Oh, Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master, yeah. Well, Jinzo Returner is banned, so again, Future Fusion is not... What happened? If it was Chainlink 1, like TT, Chainlink 2 Lat, Chainlink 3 Karma Cut, then yeah, TT absolutely does resolve. Made a guy legitimately rage quit a regional in 06 by siding in Survivors round 8 and man left without. Surprising. Damn. I mean, yeah, Survivor is genuinely really good against any of these like types of decks that are just playing macro and stuff. DD Survivor used to be main deck worthy. It was. There was a time. I love this strategy that the big one is doing. Like, this is such a cute way to play dragons that I've never seen before. You never see this in Edison because you could just do so much more because you have Red Med. Red Med takes all the creativity out of dragons, but this is genuinely like a crazy ass mausoleum fucking mash dragon pile. Pretty cool. What was his ending record? X1? Oh, he was 2-2. Fiend was X1, so now Fiend finishes 3-2, and the big win is now 3-2. I played against the Cloudian deck on DB, and it's super annoying until you figure out how to beat it. All right, I think that's actually it, right? So I'm going to just pull up Morph's deck, and then we can end it there. Morph is the winner of tonight's tournament. And let's try to do this like whole process. Actually, I know how to do this. What am I saying? Here we go. Ah. 1 second, chat. Okay, here is the winning deck from tonight. It is Morph's Black Salvo Chaos deck. So it's Black Salvo Chaos, triple Book of Moon. Love that. This card is really fucking good in this format. Triple Book of Moon, triple Breaker, triple Dekoichi, and then we just have like Cyber Dragons, Valleys, Dimensional Alchemists. Side deck is that field spell for Fortune Ladies in the side deck? Is that what that is? And then we have triple Dust Tornado, of course, triple Knock, double Crow, double Doom Caliber. Very straightforward. Very, very straightforward. Future Vision. Our first Fraser tournament, get ready, fellas. Golems is a must play. Okay. All right, guys. Needs a machine dupe. Yeah, machine dupe is playable. So is like those little guys like tuning wear and all that shit. And junk synchron is also playable. I'm actually surprised somebody didn't try to cook up something with junk synchron or tuning wear yet. But we shall see. We shall see. I want to see somebody with a good Gemini list too, because I heard good things about Geminis with Sparks and Supervise and Gemini Soldier and all of that. People have tried it in these 2 tournaments so far, but so far it hasn't done too great. So I'm waiting to see like a really well done Gemini list, because Gemini has a lot of outs to shit, but it's also so combo-y. So like it has that problem of, oh, you draw Spark without targets, or you draw Supervise without targets or whatnot. But I think there's definitely something there. Anyways, guys, it is 10:30 almost. You just need the right pilot. The right pilot will hopefully come. And the macro show, I have an idea too about how I want to continue the JANK series throughout 2026. Some interesting ideas about some ways I want to like evolve this, because people really do like it, and I'm glad, because it took a couple months for me to get to this point. But so we're going to do our first major tournament, like I said, next, let me put this up. So like next week, the 21st, we're going to do our first big tournament. It's going to be $500 in prizing. So definitely, you know, if you're interested in playing, hop into our Patreon and get into the Discord server. And then we'll be doing a 1K for regular Edison in March. So we're going to be doing our first 1K of the year. We're going to do a 1K every quarter. The 1K is for people at the party member or higher tier only, though. That's how that works. So in the past, it was the same way. The 2 that we did at the end of 2025, you need to be at the party member or higher tier for the 1Ks. But then the first 1K will be in March. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, first major for the JANK series will be next week, next Saturday. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out. Okay. So I will talk to you all later. As always, y'all be great. I might stream at some point this weekend. I'm not sure. I might do another tournament or something, because I'm off for like 3 days. So that's nice. I have a nice little 3-day weekend. But if not, I'll catch you all later. Y'all be great. Peace.